Good afternoon and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Barry and Hershey, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Hershey's ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands, the corrections and motivations we give him while we're working with him, and the training equipment that we're using. Barry's using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he's going to keep the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. The correction that we give is a tug and let go to the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Hershey's been fitted with his own personal training collar, and we'll show you how to properly use this during your one-on-one lesson. As you can see, Hershey is seated on Barry's left, which is where all our obedience training is done. The first command they'll demonstrate is heeling, which is proper walking on a leash, and Barry and Hershey are going to take off doing that now. The command you want to use for this is Hershey heel, and then you just start walking, and he'll fall right in line on your left-hand side. We've also gone ahead and incorporated our sit into this, so as you see right there, anytime Barry stops his feet, Hershey will sit. There's an example of it again. It's important when you're heeling Hershey that he walks nicely at your pace without trying to pull a head or leg behind. If he did attempt to pull a head or leg behind, say no, give a tug and let go correction to his training collar, repeat the command to heel, and then start walking again. Now the next command they'll demonstrate is our stay command, which is a hand and voice command. Barry will use the open flat of his left palm and intercept from Hershey's muzzle and the one-word command to stay.
Stay.
He then walks out to the end of the training leash. Now this is a good exercise to build up self-control in Hershey. You can start practicing this one at about a minute's time and work your way up in increments until you get to about 3 minutes. Now as Barry returns back to Hershey, he'll walk all the way around him, providing an added distraction as he goes behind, and right back to that left-hand side heel position. Hershey holds that sit-stay throughout. Barry gives him some praise.
Stay.
And then he'll demonstrate it again. As him in the sit, gave him a stay, out to the end of the leash. And this time, instead of returning back, he'll demonstrate our come or recall command.
Hershey, come. Good
Calls him in using his name. Hershey gets right up, comes into Barry, and sits in front.
Hershey,
And then we have an exercise called the finish. Barry's going to heel Hershey right around the back of him and gets him right back to that left-hand side heel position when he sits. Now he'll demonstrate this one more time for the recall.
Stay.
Going to have him in a sit and gives him a stay out to the end of the leash.
Hershey, come.
Calls him in. Hershey's going to come in, sit in front,
You're going out the door, huh? Come on, Hershey.
and then he'll heel him right around the back of him and right back to that proper left-hand side heel position.
Come on, Hershey.
It's a good time to remind you want to practice all your commands with Hershey about 15 to 20 minutes a day. You can practice inside or outside your home and just incorporate the commands into your daily routine with him. Now next up they'll be showing you our down commands. The first is down from a heel position. Barry will use the open flat of his left palm straight down to the ground and the one-word firm command to down.
Down. Stay.
He then gives him a stay and back out to the end of the leash. Now this is another great exercise to build up that self-control. You can start practicing this one at about 3 minutes time and work your way up in increments until you get to about 5 minutes. Returning right back to him, walking all the way around again, and right back to that left-hand side heel position. Now Hershey started to go into a down, trying to anticipate, so Barry just restarted his command, put him back into a sit. And now he's going to give him a down again.
Stay.
And a stay, and back out to the end of the leash. This time he drops the leash completely, walks away, leaving him in a down stay. And Barry's going to walk a lap around the building. And then he'll come back up to Hershey. And Hershey holds that down stay throughout the entire thing. Very nicely done. Barry gives him some praise. And then he'll heel him right out of it.
Hershey, heel. Oh, man.
See, Hershey gets right up and comes right along with Barry. He started to go down again, so Barry starts it over. And this time he's going to show you our down from a distance command. So he's going to leave Hershey in a sit stay. Give him and stay, out to the end of the training leash. Now this is the only time you use your right hand to give the command, and he'll drop Hershey into a down from the end of the training leash.
Down. Step.
And then he'll return back to him once again. He walks all the way around, and right back to that left-hand side heel position. Very nicely done. So he gives Hershey some praise and then heals him right out of it. And you see Hershey's doing very well, but it's always important to follow through with your commands. So if at any point he does not respond to a command, the first word out of your mouth is always going to be no, followed by a tug and let go correction to his training collar, and then you repeat the command you've given him.
Stay.
This time Barry's going to give him a stay, has him in a sit, gives him a stay, drops the leash, walks all the way away from him. And he's all the way over here on the other side of the building. He's going to give him a down completely off leash from halfway across the building. Hershey goes right down, and Barry's going to walk another lap around him here. Comes right back up. And Hershey held that the entire time. That was excellent. Alright, we've demonstrated for you our basic obedience work that we've been doing with Hershey while he's been here. It's been a pleasure working with Hershey, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.